So I just got back from one of my best DoorDash shifts in recent memory. And in this video, we're gonna go over that shift because there are some important takeaways that's gonna earn you more money. Now, if this is the first time that you and I are meeting, my name is Mike, and this channel is dedicated to your success in this gig economy, this side hustle. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. And if you wanna learn the most recent tips and tricks driving any delivery app, visit yourdrivermike.com/delivery. And with that being said, it's time to jump into the shift. Let's see what happened. Welcome to another ride along. I am coming to you from the Mission Valley market segment here in San Diego, California on a $4.50 peak pay incentive. Now, after going online, you may have seen that I actually ignored my first request, and the pay was actually pretty good. Remember, it's a $4.50 bonus. But I knew based on this marketplace and based on that bonus, I could get a lot better order and check out the one I got. So this is the first order. I'm doing the pickup. I'm going without the gimbal, without the mic, just because I feel like it's going to be really busy. But I got a pickup right over there, Lefty's Chicago Pizzeria. And I have a 16-inch pizza, which is going to be the first time that I got to test out, well, after the video, but the first time on a shift that I can use the pizza bag. So let's go do the pickup. Okay, finally I get a chance to breathe. I'm back in the center of the Mission Valley marketplace after some really impressive orders. So the most recent one was a stacked order, a fantastic dollars to mile ratio. I believe the payout was like 24 bucks. So takeaway number one so far, I'm on a $4.50 peak pay bonus. Yes, that is pretty high. I know a lot of your marketplaces, that is going to be more than what you typically see or the max of what you typically see. But the takeaway is I'm trying to drive on the 85% of max peak pay. So the max peak pay I see here for 4-hour shifts is about $6.50. So when I saw the 450, that's where I like to stay. Typically on 450, $4, I'll stay pretty busy. And that's holding true tonight. Now I am going to put the $6.50 peak pay to the test. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe because I think that is Sunday. It's Sunday or tomorrow. I'm going to be driving on a $6.50 peak pay. Quick timeout. If you're in this side hustle, really any niche in this gig economy, and you want the very best accessories, visit my Amazon storefront. That's linked down below. Number two, and yes, I say this a lot, is doing your market research. Because one of the, well, actually, maybe it was the first order, I declined even a pretty good dollars to mile ratio to take another order with a fantastic dollars to mile ratio. So I get a second to breathe. It's been pretty much nonstop, which is not a bad thing. So let's see, let's wait for another order. Oh, and it's only been 2 hours and I'm around $30 an hour. It's going well so far. Another very, very strong order, $11.50 from Just Jamba. They dropped the juice, I guess, from Just Jamba. But here's a takeaway. If you know it's been very busy, wait a little bit. I was actually parked right across the street from this Jamba. So if you've been getting a lot of requests, just wait. You can mark I've arrived to the restaurant, but give it a minute before you actually go in, and here's why. Because if it's busy, obviously there's a lot of orders coming through and you're going to hopefully be sitting in a dense area with restaurants. So you want to best set yourself up for a stacked order. And lo and behold, I got that stacked order actually right around the corner at another restaurant. Now it was so busy, and here's another takeaway for you. It was so busy, I actually had the luxury to decline a prospective stacked order. Because it was an additional $7, but it was for an additional 7 miles, obviously $1 a mile. So while a stacked order, it's easy because you already have 2 orders lined up, of course, feel free to decline a lower paying dollars to mile ratio on that stacked order, again, if it's slammed. Because I ignored that one and I got a much better dollars to mile ratio stacked order. Now here's another fantastic order, $12.50, 6.1 miles. And here's another tip. When it's slammed like this, you need to minimize, really ideally eliminate those bathroom breaks, eliminate these stops for a soda. Because if it is slammed like this in your marketplace, you gotta stay online. You gotta maximize the payouts because it is super hot in your market. So I want to summarize the massive takeaways that you can use on your next busy shift to make money like this. So let's go over the numbers for tonight's shift and go over those tips. So tonight's crazy busy shift, again, Mission Valley market segment here in San Diego, California. The shift was from 5 p.m. until 8:45 p.m. Total gross revenue, an impressive $115.97 for just 3 hours and 45 minutes. That equals a total gross revenue per hour of $30.93. During this time, I completed 9 deliveries, was really on fire, got 9 tips, and even the tips were higher than my normal average. Average tip, $5.14. Business miles, 45.3, which gives us a tax deduction of $26.05. Okay, massive takeaways. Number 1, trends. So think about your marketplace. Obviously, with everything going on with this pandemic, your marketplace may close or may have closed in restaurant dining. Now, here in San Diego, businesses just reopened. I think it was either this past Monday or the Monday before, and those restaurants are again allowed to have outdoor dining. So whenever I started this shift, I could quickly get the impression that it was a high energy weekend. You know, people were out, people were excited to be out. The restaurants that I was picking up at, those patios were packed. So if you're out there or you just know that it's gonna be a high energy weekend, if there's something going on or if, again, things are reopening, if you know that people are out and about, that may also correlate to a spike in delivery orders. Because whatever it was here tonight, I was seeing a big spike in orders. And you can tell there's a spike in orders by having next to no wait for your next order. Actually, let me know down below in the comments, how long do you typically have to wait for an order? 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes? So imagine not having to wait or getting an order in like 3 seconds. So that tells you, hey, your marketplace is on fire. So trends, number 1. And number 2, what I talked about is capitalizing on the best peak pay incentives in your marketplace. And remember, that may not be the max bonus. You may not want to drive on that max bonus because you may get a higher gross revenue per hour at a lower bonus. Again, about 80-85% of max. Number 3, what I alluded to earlier is knowing when to be aggressive. Because honestly, this was a more rare shift. It's never really this on fire. So if you're out there driving and again, maybe market knowledge, or maybe you just go online and you can tell it's on fire, know, okay, well, maybe this time, this shift, I can be more aggressive. And we saw that tonight by ignoring that first order, which had an okay dollars to mile ratio, but I was more aggressive. I ignored that one and it paid off. And then we saw that again with a stacked order is, again, I ignored a stacked order, which was a fair dollars to mile ratio, ignored it, and again, another big payoff. So a pretty great shift, and I'm hoping that you can also have shifts like these using these tips and the tips here on the channel. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because I have some other shifts scheduled coming up. If you got value in this video, definitely leave a like, and you can also click or tap the screen now for my most recent video, as well as a video recommended for you, and I'll see you in the next one.